What's going down, folks? It's your boy C23 back on the sticks once again with another Madden 16 Ultimate Team video for you guys. We've got the same lineup, no changes, so you guys already know what's going on there. Let's dive into the gameplay. Now my opponent's coming out repping Chicago and he's going to the air instantly. My defense just fell asleep at the wheel and gave him an easy score. That was just too easy. We gotta lock up a little bit better than that. So I respond by coming out trying to test the run D, and there is nowhere to run, and I lose a yard on the play. So 2nd and 11, I'm dropping back, trying to pass it, and I'm under pressure instantly. So I go back to the formation that worked well for me last game, and that's the 5-wide spread, and I go deep to John Brown, and he goes up and makes the one-handed grab, and you can just see how glitchy that card is right there, how the screen just froze. A couple plays later on 3rd and 10, once again 5 wide, I think I'm able to attack a little bit more efficiently in the 5-wide spread because I'm able to see the field better. I don't know, it just feels like I have more space to operate. What if I did this, folks? What if I came out and just ran 5 wide the entire game? I mean, I might as well, since I don't really run the ball that much. Anyways, I just throw a slant for a touchdown to Larry Fitzgerald right there. But that'll be crazy. My opponent will probably be so pissed off. Anyway, I don't know, something to think about. But now I'm back on D, and I decide to send a little bit of pressure, and it gets home, forcing the incomplete pass on the play. Bringing up a 2nd and 10, he has the perfect play dialed up for my 2nd and 10 call, going with the screen pass to Johnson, and nobody's catching that man with that 95 speed out the backfield. I mean, come on. Once again, my defensive calls are just making it way too easy for my opponent. So now I got my work cut out for me yet again on offense. I go play action and attack the one-on-one coverage on the outside, throwing it up to Larry Fitzgerald, and he just goes up and gets it like it's a routine catch. I think 8 out of 10 times, Larry would go up and make that play, so I'm gonna take those odds. 1st and 10, I fire a pass over to Cooper, who makes the play right on the sidelines, keeping his feet in bounds. So we're moving the chains, and a couple plays later, I hit Kelsey in the seam, who almost takes it in for the score, but gets tripped up short of the goal line. So a quick handoff to Devontae Hitter Vulture to touchdown, ties the game up at 14, and we're right back in this thing. So now we need our defense to step up. First play is a running play, and Lawrence Taylor is already in the backfield to stuff that play for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12, my opponent's in the shotgun. Look at LT work coming off the edge. That was just vicious right there. He could have got in for the sack if he was there a second earlier. Bringing up a 3rd and 12, my opponent fires a pass into triple coverage, and Roby is right there to intercept the ball. But unfortunately, the drive stalls out and we're forced to settle for 3. Moving things to the 4th quarter, tied at 17. I'm at the 1-yard line. Try to hand it off to Freeman, but he gets stuffed in the backfield. Once again on 2nd and goal. My play calling this late in the game in the red zone is terrible because on 3rd down, I go inside zone and I get shut down. So we're forced to take the 3 on the play, and I go up 20-17 late in the 4th quarter with the 1:18 to go. But look at what happens. The connection just randomly dropped in. Both my opponent and I are sitting there wondering what that game would have been like had we been able to play the last 1 minute and 18 seconds. Anyway though, I ended up firing up a new game for you guys, so I'm not letting it go out like that. And early on in this one, my defense is charged up, coming out with 2 straight quarterback pressures, leaving my opponent with a deep 3rd and 27. So he takes the snap under center and decides to pick on Richard Sherman, who easily breaks up the play on one-on-one coverage. And we're able to set up shop with decent field position after the punt. So, you know, I'm already coming out in 5 wide. I'm throwing it deep to the glitchy John Brown and just let him go make a play. That card has made so many plays for me in the short amount of time that I've owned it. If you guys don't have one yet, I really recommend you guys go out there and complete that Schefter Star set and get you a John Brown, because that dude, not only does he have 97 speed, for some reason it seems like his hands are just like stick 'em or something. Every single thing you throw at this guy, he catches. Well, at least for me so far. But anyways, getting back to the gameplay, my opponent decides he wants to drop back and try to test Richard Sherman again. Sherman just goes up and grabs the ball out of the air, attacking the ball at his highest point and coming away with the pick. Yo, Sherman has made some pretty nice plays for me too. Oh, look at the run by Freeman. Freeman almost got loose on that one. But like I was saying, Sherman's been pretty nice so far. I think I played against one guy who owned Michael Irvin, or was it Jerry Rice? I don't remember. But whichever receiver it was, they were just killing Richard Sherman. Every single time in one-on-one jump ball situations, they would always come down with it. Maybe Michael Irvin or Jerry Rice is Richard Sherman's kryptonite. I don't know, I might just have to play him again and find out. But anyways, that drive stalls, we're forced to settle for 3. We go up 10-0. Almost halfway through the 2nd quarter, my opponent dials up the screenplay to the right, and he's juking defenders, and he has a pretty nice gain on the play. I think he gains about 6 or 7 on the play. Then he rushes everybody back to the line. I really hate when people do this. I'm sitting there like, bruh, you really don't need to go, hurry up with 3.5 minutes left in the quarter, but he does it again, setting up a screen to the opposite side this time, and we're right there to shut that down for a gain of 2. On 3rd and 1, he drops back and overthrows his receiver, bringing up a 4th and 1, and he's going for it on his own 26-yard line. Does not get it with the QB sneak, so we end up taking over on downs. I hand it off to Freeman, and look at the blocking downfield. I do a horrible job at running. Had I known the blocking was going to be that solid, I probably wouldn't have juked as much. But then I just hand it off to my fullback, who looks like he scores the touchdown, but the refs don't think so. So now I got a decision to make on 4th down, so I just sneak it in and convert the 4th down by sneaking it in and putting up 7 on the board. So now my opponent comes out with a little desperation, drops way back and just lets it go deep. Richard Sherman is right there again, but somehow Amari Cooper comes up with the ball. So now my opponent sets up shop at the 17. He drops back under center, dials up the screenplay for like the 5th time in this game, but we're right there to stuff that short. So now the clock is winding down. He's rushing everybody back to the line. It's a 2nd and 7 situation, and if we can keep this man out of the end zone, there's a possibility we can put this one away early. He throws it again, overthrowing his receiver, bringing up a 3rd and 7. He drops back, looking downfield, trying to make a play, and Roby is right there reading the quarterback's eyes, makes the play on the ball, and intercepts it. And you guys already know what's going to happen now. My opponent pauses the game, concedes defeat, and we're out of here. Anyways, folks, that's all the time I got in this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.